Welcome to Broken News. A healthcare think tank says that the NHS will be in perfectly safe hands once those hands have been run into the ground and then privatised. It comes after a lucrative contract to modernise the NHS and digitise patient data was handed over to a foreign firm because we couldn't possibly do that here in the UK for reasons. Our reporter has more.
For years, supporters of the NHS have said that it's better off in public hands and that money should be ring-fenced to secure its future. But a London-based think tank, whose origins and funding we haven't looked into, has told Broken News that the NHS is a Marxist-Leninist wet dream, which confusingly doesn't turn a massive profit. They've unveiled a new strategy to modernise the NHS and have reassured the British public that subsequent trickle-down economics will definitely help the country overall, as it always does, especially if it costs £100 to have a bunion removed. In a statement, they added, "Forcing hospitals into never-ending contracts that they can't legally escape from means lovely public-spirited yet private sector firms can charge, say, £80 for a light bulb or £12 for an oily speculum, which is by anyone's standards good business sense." Senior MPs, many of whom are handed thousands of pounds by private healthcare firms, but that's totally not relevant to this story, say it's offensive to suggest that private companies have anything but our health and well-being at heart. Well, Broken News has been speaking to the public to find out what they think.
Well, yes, it's an interesting question, but I think private healthcare is a super idea. People need to get over the outdated suggestion that the NHS is there to help them and their children when they're ill.
And what do you do out of interest?
Well, I'm the manager of a hedge fund with heavy investment in private healthcare, but that's totally not relevant to this story. But look, privatisation is a huge profit opportunity, and I think we would be fools not to take that opportunity. I mean, look at the incredible opioid painkillers that the lovely pharmaceutical companies created in the United States with zero downsides or addiction. Wonderful stuff. We too could have that in the UK if we just believed.
So, as you've heard there, the British people have shown unanimous public support for privatisation. Back to you.
What a lovely story. That's all from Broken News. You're up to date.